This scholarship covers the whole cost of your attendance, including your tuition, housing, meals, health insurance, your on-arrival stipend, your flight, everything. So you don't really need to pay anything to the university.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Abhishek Anand. So today we have a really special guest over here, and her name is Ariba Khan, and she is also an international student who is going to be coming to Canada and going to be pursuing her education over here. The reason I've invited Ariba over here is that she is a really unique student, and she's a very unique candidate who has done a lot even just before kickstarting her career over here in Canada. Your career starts when you are in the university. No, but that's not true. Ariba started just by being in her high school, being in her school in India. So she has already done everything like that a candidate needs to do before starting their application. And the most important thing that we're going to talk about today is getting scholarship in the top universities and how can you get that 100% scholarship. Let's talk to Ariba. Welcome, Ariba. So let's have a short introduction from your side and a little bit background about what you're doing and tell us about yourself, please.
Yeah. So hi everyone. As Abhishek said, I'm Ariba and I've received a full ride scholarship from the University of British Columbia, Vancouver, Canada, to study Bachelor of Arts and a degree in economics. And I come from Delhi, India, and from a CBSE background. I studied at Royal International School, Noida, and I did my 11th and 12th grade. I did humanities with applied mathematics, and my interests align a lot with social justice and entrepreneurship.
That's really great. A very good introduction from Ariba Sai. So she is already a built-in entrepreneur. So she has already started her journey, and I'm really, really pleased and really, really proud of her what she has been doing. And we really want to share her journey. How did she make her application? What is her strategies and all, so that you guys can also focus on those kind of tips and utilize her advice and opinions to focus and build your profile in such a way that you can also get that kind of full ride scholarship. So first of all, Ariba, tell me a little bit more about this scholarship, this full ride scholarship that you received. How was the process, and what all scholarships have you received, and how was the application process?
Yeah, so this scholarship is called the International Scholars Program by the University of British Columbia. Every year around I guess 15 to 20 students get selected for this scholarship from all around the world. So this scholarship, for me particularly, UBC has like around 4 scholarships. I got the International Impact Award, which is an award which is given to students that are exceptional in the field of social justice, entrepreneurship, climate change, and a varied interest in the field of like sustainable development goals. So this scholarship covers the whole cost of your attendance, including your tuition, housing, meals, health insurance, your on-arrival stipend, your flight, everything. So you don't really need to pay anything to the university. Everything will be waived off for you for the 4 years of your education. And the application process for this scholarship program is you have to apply it in your 12th grade. The deadline is around November 15th, so make sure you have all the things ready beforehand. This scholarship application will ask you a bunch of things which are exactly similar that are asked in the application process for the US. They will ask for the letter of recommendations from your teachers, I guess 2 or 3 of them. They will ask for awards, 5 to 6 awards. I had mostly international awards, that's what I submitted. They will ask for your extracurriculars. Also for the main UBC application, that is the admission application, 5 extracurriculars are asked, and for this scholarship application, more 5 extracurriculars will be asked. So that means a total of 10 extracurriculars will be sent out in this application. And then there will be around 3 to 4 essays that you need to write after you submit your UBC main admission application. The main admission application will ask for 2-3 essays, and then this scholarship application will ask for 2-3 more essays. So you have to, in total, you need to write around 5 to 6 essays, which is not a big deal if you do it like beforehand. And if you've done the US application system, you will be aware what type of questions they'll be asking you.
That's great, Ariba, and I'm really very, very fortunate to talk to you about this. And you have received this full ride scholarship. The strategy that you have put in, we want to really know a little bit more about that. You talked about these awards, these what kind of things that you can add to your profile. But can you be a little more be more specific?
Yeah.
That what are some of those unique things that made your application really unique?
Yeah, so I started this profile building process in my 11th grade. I used to go through the profiles of students who have actually received these full ride scholarships to know know what they have done to get that scholarship. So a very gist of it, what I'll tell you is like these scholarship application are looking a lot on social impact and international programs. And by international programs, I mean, participating in summer programs out there. It is not compulsory to participate in summer programs. However, I personally started by participating in small international programs that are related to social justice, sustainable development goals. I started this in my 11th grade, started with small programs. Once I had these small programs, I guess one is called Civics Unplugged Fellowship, which is related to United Nations SDGs. And then there was New York Academy of Sciences. There were a lot of programs out there that I participated in. Once I had these programs, and then I participated in the bigger and more competitive programs by top universities in the US. I participated in Babson College entrepreneurship program. I did an environmental science program by Wash U St. Louis, and then I did few international competitions. You don't really need to win those competitions. What matters is the project that you do in those international programs and international competitions. For me, I participated in around 2-3 startup competitions that were international, and my team managed to make it to like top 100, top 250, or even the semi-finals. We didn't really win the competition. So one of the project that we made, it was converting nicotine present in tobacco leaves to biomass energy. So it was a type of a project that we did in one of the startup competition. We made it to the semis. We didn't win, but however, the project that we made was pretty impactful. In the Babson College summer program, also the project that I had an international team of a lot of students from different countries, and we made that project. We made it to the semi-finals. We made it to the finals, and that project was building libraries in the underprivileged areas in India. So that was the project that we had during that startup program. These scholarship programs are looking for students who have shown leadership qualities, who have shown commitment towards social impact. Thousands and thousands of programs are out there. I personally also started my own initiative back in my 11th grade by a bunch of students in my school. It was called Pink Legal, a club under the main organization Pink Legal. It was on women empowerment. And then I had another initiative called Project Nirvana, where I used to create content on UN SDGs. What these scholarship programs are looking for is not just your grades, but your profile and what work you have done outside your high school. They are not looking for something you've done in just school. They are looking for something you've done internationally, participated internationally. So yeah, that's how it started.
Totally makes sense, because the thing is, like, when they have a scholarship, they don't want just anyone to apply for that scholarship. They really want someone who has done something in particular. For example, like now you mentioned about like social justice, right? This particular scholarship is about impact that you make on the society, impact that you make on the community. So the focus should be that you read the scholarship, what are the requirements, what kind of scholarship it is, and based on that you can customize your application. Make sure that the things that is priority in that scholarship, bring that on the top. So for example, if there is something related to social justice, or you have done something volunteering for example, like you did some projects like Nirvana project, or you did something for the orphanage, right? You made a project or you helped someone, right? Those things needs to come on the top. Maybe you have done a lot of things, but out of a lot of things, you have to get their attention. Don't have one standard application, right? I think even I have been applying for scholarships and all. So one thing I will say, and by having a conversation with Ariba, I get that impression that the scholarship is going to, your application is going to be read more attentively. You are getting to make that attraction, that first impression on the reader, when you are showcasing them that you are applying for this particular scholarship and that you have a reason for it, right?
Yeah.
So
For the scholarship that I got, we don't really need to apply. The admission committee will itself decide which scholarship you have to give. At this point of time, you have to strategize your application, right? There were 4 scholarships out there, and I saw that, okay, this is the scholarship that fits my profile more. So I will formulate my whole application based on the profile by clicking all the checklist out there, that okay, I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this. All the components that are asked in the International Impact Award, I already had those. So I knew that, okay, there were 3 scholarships more. One is the International Leader of Tomorrow. One is, I guess, something like Vantage, or one more out is there. I knew that, okay, these 3 are something which is not fitting my profile. However, International Impact is definitely fitting out there. So I made sure my whole application is ticking all the options that are there on what are they asking from a student for that scholarship.
And how about writing? And also, you were already like good at writing or kaisa, how did you manage?
No, I was not good at writing. I would say I am from a CBSE background, and writing is something which is never ever focused in CBSE. The essays or the paragraphs that you write in your exam is not what these scholarship programs are actually looking forward from you. I had to go through a lot of essays of the students who are accepted into top universities in the US. A tip that I can give students who are aiming for full ride scholarship is to not just focus on Canada. Once you have that US application profile, you will definitely get the scholarship profile for Canada, because for the admission in Canada, you just need your grades. But UBC है which asks only for your essays and a bunch of awards in your admission application. All the other universities ask for your grades. So what I did was, I knew my main two target countries were Canada and US. I did not focus a lot on my scholarship application in the Canada. However, I focused a lot on building profile for the US. Once I had that profile for the US, my profile automatically got fit into the scholarship application for Canada.
And like applying doesn't harm. Anybody can apply to any university. It doesn't matter where you want to actually be a student at. So applying doesn't harm. And I know it does cost a little bit of a fee when you apply for universities, but I think like a lot of students, they nowadays they also get a waiver for their application. Did you also get any waivers like that?
Yeah, for the US, I did not pay anything to any universities that I applied. I guess I applied around 20 universities and I didn't pay them anything. Everything got waived. However, this is a big disadvantage in Canada. They don't waive the fees. Even after emailing, they did not, because here's the thing, the scholarships in the Canada are super competitive. If they start giving waivers, they know that not every student that they're giving waiver will get that scholarship, right? So yeah, in Canada, you won't get that fee waiver. I tried emailing, nothing, it didn't really work out for me. But in the US, you don't need to pay anything. So that's what I say to a lot of students, ki US may try to save the money, and the money that you are saving for the US application, you can devote it for the Canadian application, because every application costs around 6,000 to 7,000 rupees.
That's very smart and very strategic, that you're getting your profile, your application assessed by someone for free using that waiver from the US, and you're using those feedback, or you get to know that your application worked out or not worked out, right? Because kitni jagah pe apply karte hain, like maybe some universities will reply, some will not, but you at least go that this is working out for this. Maybe okay, this is something good I'm doing, this is something bad I'm doing, and now if you want to apply for a university in Canada, so use that strategy, use the same kind of application, similar strategy, and it's very smart. I really like that point. So by the way, okay, now Ariba, you said like you applied for US and for Canada, so you already had that in mind that US was also part of your application, but was it also part of considering like you wanted to study in US too? Like why did you choose Canada over US?
So here's the thing, for the US, yes, it was definitely a top choice for me. However, the main reason choosing Canada was the financial aid offer that I got from UBC. I did get a full tuition scholarship from the US. However, even after full tuition, the cost was around 15 lakhs per annum, which was still a lot for my family. And then I got this offer from UBC that I got a full ride scholarship. So one of the main reason why I chose UBC was the financial aid offer. And then when it comes to the other factors, UBC is ranked top in the whole world, right? It's like top 20 public universities in around the world. And then I saw that UBC has a very good economics and business program. One is the Bachelor's in International Economics, and the other is like the Sauder School of Business. Both of these schools are the top in the Canada. So yeah, one of the main reasons was how the schools aligned with my interest, and then in the long-term goals as well, Canada was a safer choice for me in terms of permanent residence as well.
I think like because of PR, a lot of people want to be choosing Canada over US as well, because it's really hard. I have been talking to a lot of people who are in US, and even after having a very good profile, working in the industry for like 7-8 years, and it still becomes very hard to get into the pool and a lot of that is on your luck as well, like because people have to enter into the pool, and when your name draws out, you get the green card. If you not, then you have to wait for the next one So it keeps happening every other cycle. So
Yeah.
it's possible, nothing demotivated about it. You can still become a citizen in US. Just be more patient, be more consistent, and keep doing your stuff. And even same thing in Canada, you have to be very consistent, very passionate. That's always my advice, that be open to opportunities to everyone. And same for you, Ariba, as well. So I really appreciate that you are already very career focused and already thinking about these kind of things, and you are already into the game. That's what I will say. So it's really good. So and Ariba, to end the video, will you like to have give one or two tips for students who are coming to Canada, regarding their application process, or in general, any kind of thing that you want to share?
Okay, so one major tip I'll be giving to the students is when if you are going for a full ride scholarship from the top universities, these universities focus a lot on social impact. So like even if you're applying to the US universities focus a lot on passion, on a particular major, on a particular field that you have. In contrast, Canadian universities don't really focus a lot on your major, your profile around your major. They focus a lot on social impact. So formalize your whole application related to social impact. That's what I did. Another tip that I'll give the students is don't waste your money for spending into like consultants for Canada. For US, if you are giving money out there, it's okay, because I feel US application is a bit tough to get into. Like I personally got into a scholarship program, so I didn't really have to pay anything. But for Canada, you don't really need to hire a counselor to put out your grades there. I did not hire anyone. I did not hire anyone for my visa as well. I got it approved in just 20 days. You don't really need consultants to do that. You are paying a very heavy amount to them for something which is out there on the YouTube. You can search it out there. And one more tip that I can give to students is for applying to both US and Canadian universities is a demonstrated interest is like super important. So what basically demonstrated interest is like, after submitting your application, after 2-3 weeks or after 1 month, just reach out to the admissions teams once again, telling them that you are still interested in that college. Like what I personally did was, even after getting a full tuition scholarship from the US, I emailed UBC telling them that, okay, I have got this scholarship from the US. However, I'm still interested in your college and in the scholarship program that I've got. So, even if they might have decided beforehand that we want to give this girl the scholarship, I did it from my side. Go out there. Emailing will not harm anything. And especially when you are in your 11th and 12th grade applying to these universities, learn the art of emailing. Emailing will work wonders for you. It did for me. I got that full tuition scholarship from the US after emailing the university. They don't give scholarships to any international student. Demonstrated interest is important. Reach out to the admissions team. Reach out to students from these universities. I personally reached out to a lot of students from the universities to know about the specific programs that I can mention about them in my essays to stand out from the crowd. Reach out to the universities, reach out to the professors. I personally have reached out to a lot of professors, even from like Babson College, from MIT, from University of Toronto. I had a professor, I did a small research internship with him in my 11th, 12th grade. Once you build those connections, you can just send them your scholarship application to just review it, right? And they will do it for free. If you email 10 people, 8 will reject you, 2 will get back to you. So don't worry about it.
All in all, what Ariba is saying is that, guys, put in the effort, put in the work. Things will work. Things will work out at the end. Be consistent. Don't get demotivated if one or two things doesn't work for you, or like sometimes you get rejections. Mostly it's going to be rejections, but what you have to do is you have to learn from those rejections and make your own strategy, make your own story, make it unique, make it who you are. Try to express yourself in such a way that at the end of the day, your application will be successful. For sure, connect to us on LinkedIn, connect to me on LinkedIn. Ariba is also very active on LinkedIn these days. So we'll try to put her LinkedIn link in the description below. So do check it out. And you can also connect with me in the same way, and follow me on Instagram as well. And make sure you do subscribe to this YouTube channel now, and do like it, share it, and share it with more and more people. Spread the love, spread this. And at the end, I just want to say thank you so much, Ariba, from the bottom of my heart, that you really made it to this podcast. And I really appreciate you that taking the time out of your busy schedule to help students. So thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. It was great having this conversation with you. I hope students do get benefit from this video and put these efforts in their application for the US, Canada, and whatever places or countries they're applying to.
Thank you so much, and have a nice day, guys.